Oh. July 15th, 2026. So, huh. Boing, 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 boing. So anyways, I gotta bring that in. Oh, it's smoky out here right now. I don't know what happened, but it poured down rain today. Like I saw lightning, I heard thunder. I'm glad the day is over. It was nice and quick. Like I slept good last night. I took my magnesium chew. So I was relaxed, right? But Voodoo Smurf, the Astrial, checked into my dream. So to you guys, I want to tell you what that means. So, God tells me stuff in my dreams. I know it sounds weird. But I don't go out and say, oh, this is going to happen for you, and then, get paid for it. That's a psychic. I'm not psychic. I do see things, like certain things, like important things that are going to happen in my life. I see them before it happens, and then in the moment when I see it, when it actually does happen, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that was. That like it actually was all okay, like an aha moment. So yeah, these witches and warlocks, they astral project in your dreams. But Voodoo Smurf does it a lot. So I just saw him today. Now, it wasn't by myself, so he didn't do nothing. Thank God he kept the shirt on, because bleh. Yeah, there's some car just now. But yeah. They always gotta interrupt, right? Mm-hmm. So, in the dream, it was in black and white. Usually I have like colorful dreams, like really, like it felt real too. It sounds like more fireworks. It better be fireworks. This ain't the Bronx. Anyway. What the fuck? Sounds like somebody's shitting. Alright, like somebody's explosive diarrhea. maybe it's a perp. Anyway. And they keep interrupting me every time I talk. They like to interrupt. I got these two fruities. One of them wearing lime green, if you noticed. Oh, I'm getting some attention on me. The guy across the street, his daughter's looking. She always knows. I already saw her in Duncan. Her and her friend. I try not to engage with them. So anyways, we got there right before I fucking poured. So we were like, okay, we gotta wait until it dies down before coming back. We didn't have umbrellas. We were both wearing the wrong shoes. I had my Crocs on and she had slides. So, but I'm glad we didn't get caught in the rain. A lot of people did though. So, in the dream, I met this older woman with a white dress on. She looked like she was wearing a weave. African American woman. She was in my apartment, so that's astral projection. In the dream, she says to me, "Who's your main perp?" So I'm like, Voodoo Smurf. She goes, "Oh, okay." She leaves, and I'm going to close my bathroom window before bed, and I see him walking past the window, and I'm like, "Oh, there he is!" Like I heard shuffling. I guess she's watching from the window. Hi. So anyways, I haven't seen them in a while. I don't really sit out here too much because of the heat. But last time I sat out here, I didn't see them. So then she runs away. So I already knew, from that moment, I'm like, okay, that means she's trying to get some info out of me. So what they do is these perps, they go to the witch doctors. He knows how to do voodoo. That's why I call him Voodoo Smurf. he told me, he's like, oh, my whole family knows how to do voodoo. I'm like, okay, and what? You ain't touching me with that. I'm a child of God, so. And literally every day I pray over my food, I pray over my drinks, I pray over my ass, literally. I pray over everything. Before bed I pray, I read the word every night. So just cause they're gonna astral project themselves in my dreams doesn't mean shit. I'm literally covered. So, and they know this. This is why they have to send people to find out information about me. But she runs away in the dream. And for some reason I had to go to the bathroom in the dream, but I didn't really have to pee. And I go to the bathroom. It's not my bathroom. It's a different bathroom. It was dirty. Like, there was pee on the seat. I was like, ew. But where I had to go use her bathroom was like a long hallway. And it looked like it was backstage somewhere. I'm like, what is this crap? As I'm waking up, and this fucker woke me up at 6:30 in the morning, and I had to get up to 8. I heard a man say, oh, that's where the crazy lady lives. So I'm like, fuck you, voice of skull, bitch. Then the room got very hot, so they were definitely hitting me with something to do a weapon, I guess, or microwave weapon, whatever it was. So I woke up and put the air conditioner back on. Usually my air conditioner is pretty old, so I shut it at night, and I put a fan to circulate the cool air, and it works till like 8 in the morning. So I went back to sleep until around 9. Then I realized, I don't really have to get up that early on certain days. Not. But next week I'll have to get up really early because I have to go work out. But this week I was like, I need to take a break from doing stuff because tomorrow I have an appointment, so I don't really want to do too much in the heat. I don't want to collapse or nothing because they want me to go to the hospital and stay there. They love the gang stalk there. So my point is, they do the ritual when they go to see the priest, the priestess, or whatever, and they do stuff, and they either they go themselves, they astral project themselves into your dream, or they send a demon to spy on you first. So I think that's what they did at first, and then last night she came to the dream. I think I gotta find out who this person is. Because they might be here in the neighborhood somewhere. But like I said, he was gone for a whole week. So maybe wherever he went to her. He went to this voodoo priestess, and he made her actual child to himself and her. Like, they did a ritual together, and then they came into my dream. She's literally staring. It's smoky out here. Wow. Oh, now it's gonna get really smoky with the guy coming out to smoke a cigarette. Fucker. 2 doors down there. This dude comes out every night to smoke. This is all distractions to get me to not sit out here on my own porch. Because they can't do that. They can't sit on their own porch. I mean, really? People always gotta be jealous. You got that distraction. Anyways. Always a distraction. Look, their windows are open. The lights are on. They don't do that usually, so I don't know what's up with that. I got my eye on all these witches and warlocks, you know what I'm saying? I think they were pissed off at me because I actually slept last night. And they've been trying not to make me sleep. Fuck you, I got magnesium now, I'm sleeping. I don't play. I have my 2 main supplement powders. Then I got the mucilin droplets. Then I had a packet of, not Gatorade, but something like it, like electrolyte powder. I mixed them all with cold water and my nice Dunkin' bucket. I bought the Dunkin' bucket. Like I said, though, that coffee lasted me 3 days. I didn't drink it all in one sip. And I only got 2 pumps caramel. I got almond milk, 2 pumps caramel, and that whole bucket. So that was 3 days worth of coffee. So I didn't go to Dunkin' for 3 days. I drank some while I was there. I was like, I'll save the rest for tomorrow and the next day. So I was, I got there just in time. They ran out, like, right after I bought mine. And then, like, 3 or 4 other people, they only had 25 buckets for each place. Like the Eagle Cup, they only had 25 per store. The Eagle Cup was, it looked like it was flimsy. It had an eagle shape, like the head of an eagle. It was kind of cool, I guess, for like the 250th anniversary of America. It's pretty kind of cool, whatever. I don't usually get, like, funky cups like that, but sometimes I do. Like, I have a Dunkin' cup somewhere in my house. I used to bring it with me to Dunkin'. I think I should start doing that again. Bring my old cup. I don't want to accidentally leave it behind, Maybe I'll do that again one day. Anyways. So, yeah, these perps, they go to the witches and warlocks. They do the ritual. They have an altar with the statues on it. They give them money. They give the statue food. They give them booze, blunts. They light incense. I saw a whole store on YouTube. If you look it up on YouTube, Richard Lorenzo, I think his name was. He was a pastor. He used to be a drug dealer. He went around the world selling drugs and all that. And then he found Jesus and became a preacher. So he went and did a whole story about a couple places. One was downtown Disney Springs, and there was a whole voodoo store there in the middle of all the other places. That was interesting because I was like, oof. I was in Orlando a couple of years ago. 3 years now. Sheesh. I can't believe I went so fast. I went to Disney World and Universal Studios. We went to, what was it? Disney World. Which one was it? Which park? I think the first park. Magic Kingdom. There was such long lines to see the freaking characters. It was so weird. And they don't walk around no more. Ever since COVID, they don't walk around. They come out and they stand in a spot for 45 minutes or whatever it is. And that's about it. You could take a picture with them, but you have to wait a long line. So that was annoying. I saw Goofy with his son Max. I was like, oh, cute. But it was such a long line. When we went on the Star Wars ride. We went in the Star Wars ship. That was cool. And then when we came out, we met Chewie. There was no line. We're like, hurry, let's go take a picture with Chewie. He was so soft, too. It was so cool. Every time I see the commercial, I'm like, we were there. We met him. I'm sure the perps are pissed off that day. Good. It was such a long time before that I went. So, fuck them. It was a really long time. It was almost 10 years before that. So, I liked Epcot. That's the best one out of all of them. When we went, it was still MGM Studios, and then they changed it to Hollywood Studios the year after. But it's nice. Just go in May or April. The cooler months, so it wasn't as hot last time around. It's disgusting over here. This is the weather that they would have there in the summer. It's 94 degrees today. Feels like 108, it said. I was what the fuck? There's a tiny breeze right now. So the guy that I chased out of Dunkin', that was funny. He ran away as soon as I had the camera out. They don't like to be filmed. Good. I don't like to be gang stalked. That's all I know. Oh, she's really watching me. Well, there's nothing going on out here, so I'm the only one out here. So she figures, oh, let me watch her. I'm not going to record. I already recorded that she was watching me. She's a kid anyway, so who cares? Fuck it. So, him, the guy that I chased down, it might have not been him, though. It might have been a new one. So, he comes in to use the ATM, this perp. He wore black t-shirt and red pants, sweatpants. 95-degree weather, he wears sweatpants. Are you kidding? I mean, you're a drug addict if you're cold, because you cannot be cold. It's disgusting out. It's gross. Like, I have to take 10 showers in this weather. That's how gross it is. So, it doesn't make sense. He didn't stay because the whole place was full of people. And because I was not by myself. So they don't stay, some of them. But so many tattoos, like all weird stuff tattooed on him. That's what they do, though. They tat themselves up. It could be fake, though. It could be like drawings on his arms. You know, they do that too. The perps pretend to have tattoos, and they like draw an arm on like permanent marker or something. Or they wear fake sleeves, you know, tattoo sleeves. It looks really real nowadays. These types of tattoos. And I saw the bug from The Princess and the Frog. And there's Redka. He didn't come in either. He looked at me and I kept walking. I'm like, yeah, damn right, keep walking. Keep walking, bug of Princess from the Frog. That's the one that was screaming at me because my phone was too loud. Nobody else said anything. My phone was not that loud. The guy behind me at Dunkin' the day before was too loud. Like, there was so many other seats he could have sat at, too. I think I only saw like 2 Target bags today, which it wasn't bad. But the perps got caught in the rain. I told my friend, I'm like, they can't get wet, they're gremlins. She was laughing. It's true. They usually don't come out when it rains. Even if it's a drizzle, they don't come out. They can't get wet. It's kind of annoying that she's like watching me through the window, like, go to bed. Doesn't she have a friend she could talk to? A girl she was friends with this whole time. Like, they were already in there when we went. Usually they wait for me to go in. Jerks. And she has like a little chubby friend, and one day they were all 3 of them were on the scooters talking about me. You know, when you look at somebody and then you like wave your head at the other person to look. Beep. And the road runner over here. Every car does that. They when they shut the car off, it beeps like 3,000 times. The manufacturers made it like that because, you know, that's a form of gang stalking. My family stopped me from recording the other day. Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good night.
Good night. It's hot as hell. Yeah, so just, I wanted to warn you. TI's, you know, this crap that they do. So yeah, so Richard Lorenzo Jr., I think, yeah. So he went into that place, but then he went to it was a store. They sold the statues right across the street from a church, which was horrible. I forgot what state he was in, but in that state in particular, they do a lot of voodoo in there. At one point, they had skeleton statues holding money bags, and I actually saw that in a crystal shop one day. So I'm like, oh, I ain't buying shit from here. Usually I buy stuff like that from like gift shops. Is that like, I want to dig for the crystals, actually. I'd rather do that. But there was a store in the mall. Yeah, I hadn't been there in years. Like it moved. It was on the top floor, and then I moved to like the middle floor. I walked in. I'm like, there's pentagrams everywhere. Like a candle. It was a pentagram with candle holders in it. All these weird statues. I'm like, they didn't have this kind of stuff last time we were there. And they had like bracelets, made out of crystals and everything. Like it's such a different store. I'm like, nope, not buying shit from here. Nope. Before that, it was just all they had was crystals there, like necklaces and bracelets, keychains, and then rough crystals, polished crystals. I guess bohemian style clothing, which they still had, which is it's nice, whatever. But after I saw all those statues, I'm like, nope. And I saw Baphomet statues in there too. I'm like, hell no, I ain't coming in here and buying nothing. I'm like, they are not gonna make any money if they keep doing that. And they gotta go to their own weird place to sell stuff like that. It was like on one side of the store had a lot of that stuff. Like, nope. And I looked at the crystal section and like, they had really nice ones. I was like, no, I'm not buying those. I'm not buying anything from the store. I don't want to take nothing home. Like if I went to a store, I don't even know where we were. But it was a gift shop. And they had like little things for your house, like wind chimes and stuff like that. Hand blown glass stuff. Like, it was cute. And then local stuff, like they did have crystals and stuff there too, but there was no satanic shit in there. So, I think, stuff like that's fine. I bought some stuff from there. But I saw a commercial to go Herkimer diamond digging. So I'm like, yes, please. That's what I was going to record yesterday. My whole family comes down. Like, are you recording? My brother-in-law was like, you're recording? I'm like, not anymore. And I was recording the bread boy. He kept hitting the button 5,000 times in his car. And they were all standing out there talking to each other. And he had the car running, and he kept hitting the button 3,000 times. And then other cars were honking like crazy at the corner. You hear that? Honk. You know what it is? They block the crosswalk at the corner. And they create their own traffic. So yeah, they're gonna honk each other like assholes. Honk, honk. Good, that little guy did not come back. Excuse me. His handler was definitely there at the other end of the table. He had like a brown, like a hunter camo book bag and a composition book. He was writing stuff down. He kept looking back at me. Like, why are you looking at me like that? That's suspicious. The whole point is they are suspicious when they do stuff. They don't do it. Like, if we were to turn around and be gang stalkers, we wouldn't do it the way they're doing it. We wouldn't even wear the colors. We would just pretend like, we're normal citizens, which we are, and then observe them. We would probably all have meta glasses on. And that's how you go incognito. I like to wear boop, every once in a while. I try not to wear it too much. I said, you know what? Voodoo Smurf was in my dream last night. Okay, I'm putting camo on today. And the last second, I saw the family with the kid with the autistic kid with the wiener pulling out guy. It was just the grandmother, the other kid, and the dog. I did not want to wait for him. So there's like a program at my old school. I think it's like a camp or something. For the children like that, which is good. They need that. It's hard to handle. Very hard to handle. I don't talk. He screams and curses. And grunts. So, what the hell do you do with that, you know? You can't do nothing. And you have to go to school still because it's the law. I can't leave him home. But it's so funny. They have like this tiny dog. She barks all of a sudden at certain people. So these two young guys were sitting there one day in my seat. And they were talking about sex the whole time, like, you fucking lustful spirit, you know what I mean? That's all I hear, you know, I think in my head now. As soon as she came in that day, the dog went, to both of them. Then there was a perp walking with a hoodie on. And the way he was walking, I guess, triggered the dog, and the dog started barking at him. Then I felt bad for the dog because it looked so sad. Like, yeah, it has to live with them, you know. I don't blame them because they have a hard life, you know, and stuff they have to go through. And the thing is, they probably need services for home. And the kid probably, like, you know, is rough, so they can't really have help too much for that. And that sucks. I prayed over that kid while I was sitting there one day. Because it was the demon. It sounded like a demon. And it was getting louder and louder and everything. I prayed like 3 times in Jesus Christ's name, Jesus Christ's name, you know. And they have to pray too, you know. Everybody has to pray. We'll have to pray for each other because things are getting very weird lately. Even more weird than usual. I said it in the book. And things are going to go really crazy before he gets back, so. Yeah, right now they try to hit me with the voiceless skull. And they hit me with the dual weapons, all that stuff. And they want me to go back to the hospital. I don't want to go back there. But I do have another cyst. So they did that. They definitely did that because they saw it was healing. It's almost closed. There's like a little gap, tiny, very tiny. Because I put the cream every day. And they're like, let me hit that. Right there. So I developed another one. I don't know what he's going to do tomorrow. And then I got one on the other side where I originally had it. And I had to go to the hospital for that one because the doctors wouldn't drain it. So it's like it started up again that side too. So that's fun. So hopefully he does something about both of those two things. Because I do not want to go to the hospital. I have a party to go to this weekend anyway, so hopefully you get that taken care of. It's the gang stalking program. You know, they hit us with all these things. And they're mad at me because I went back to fucking work out. Are they kidding? They're mad at me. I'm losing weight, so they're getting very mad at me for that. My clothes are getting very big on me, and they're very pissed off about that. They can't make me eat things all day long. You know, like when you get depressed, you start to eat. That I'm not as depressed as I was. And I try not to, and I don't buy anything. I buy once in a while, I buy something. Right now, that you know, I bet you they're pissed off because I bought a new bra. And it fits like a glove. It's pretty. It's a white bra with flowers on it. Very pretty. And I got they had like a discount on it. So I got a little discount. So that's what they're pissed off about too. Trust me. They get pissed off when you buy new clothes too. I'm going to take it out on you. This morning I had a video from YouTube. I was getting dressed. Your neighbors, while your neighbors are watching you. So I had it on, it's full blast. And then all of a sudden I started getting spam calls after spam calls. So at one point, I'm like, I'm gonna fuck with them. And I just called, answered. And I'm like, and he would not get off the phone. I did like fake fart noises at him, throw up noises. And he was still on the phone. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Why are you still on the phone? I'm like, I have no fucking money. Leave me the fuck alone. It's true, we don't have money in America. I said, nobody in America has money. Leave us the fuck alone. And they hang up. And then last week, I had it with them. Okay, they were calling me 5,000 times while I was at my appointment. I wasn't home. I was like far from home, and they wouldn't stop calling. But as soon as I woke up, it's like they know when I wake up, what time, and they just start calling. And I can't leave my phone silent if it's, a day where I have to go to a doctor appointment or checkups and everything, because then I won't hear the alarm. It's some weird blue light on that car, right? It's weird. But they know. So last week when they called, I answered one time. I was like, yeah, I'm booking a flight right now. I'm going to come and kick in your ass. He hung up. And then today I'm like, I am going sightseeing, and then I'm going to come and kick your ass. And then he hung up. They hate the word God, so I said that to him once too. First of all, like, they call in the middle of prayer videos I watch. So as soon as the preacher would say, in the name of Jesus, then they hang up. I was like, yeah, they don't call back for a couple hours. They wait till the next day to do it. Sometimes I like to mess with them. Sometimes I curse them out. Sometimes it's like I make like weird voices at them. Sometimes, not all the time. And I mean that's gang stalking. The best was, I'm not doing anything illegal. Yes, you are. You're harassing people for a living. That's illegal. Is he kidding? I'm not doing anything illegal. Oh, okay. Harassing people to try to get money out of them. That's illegal, sir, ma'am. When they call and tell me that the police are gonna come to the house, those are funny. I was like, well, when the police get here, I'm gonna tell them that you're calling me 5,000 times a day. You're harassing me. They don't like that too much, and I don't like getting gang stalked. That's what I told those perps that one time I was recording them. It was Patrolman Smurf, Goat Boy. I'm like, you're always recording. Yeah, she's always recording. Like, fuck you, shut up. I'm like, yeah, I'm always recording. I don't like being gang stalked. That was a good video. I didn't save it on my computer. I would upload it. That's when Patrolman Smurf actually apologized to me. Because he had a real job, that's why. But he's doing cocaine again, so not a good idea. And the thing is, they tell you their whole life story because they want you to confess stuff too. I don't got nothing to confess. I don't do drugs. I never did drugs. I don't drink. And that's it. Then they want me to tell them. Oh, I guess they want me to tell them that I'm lonely, but I'm not. I don't like people very much. And there's people that are trying to just scam you. A lot of scammers out there. And that's what Voodoo Smart said to me. There's a lot of agents out here. I'm like, yeah, you're one of them, dumbass. I looked at him like, really? Agents? You really want to go with that word? And he realized, oh shit, he fucked up. Yeah. Then he got his other friend, this tall dude. He's like, you want to buy this coin from me? And I'm like, no. He goes, I rob houses and I sell this stuff. I'm like, no, I don't want to buy that stuff from you. He was like sitting there all defeated. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Why would I buy something from a strange person, first of all? I don't know your ass from your elbow. And then you just said you stole it from somebody's house. Why would you think that I would buy it from you? They want my fingerprints on the money to put on the altar with the stupid statues. I found that out too. And that I don't shake hands with people, nothing. They destiny swap like that. And the stupid demon guy, the guy dressed like a goat, was real. I watched a short video on YouTube. It was on the train, and the guy was dressed like a fucking goat. He had the fake horns on. He had hoofs, boots that were hooves. That outfit was different. It was like a black suit, and he had a necklace with the goat's head on it. And then his whole face looked like a goat. He had like a mask on. And that was a dream I had, that a guy was walking around like that on the train. And he told him, no pictures, no video. But other people were taking pictures and videoing it and putting it on YouTube. That was months ago. That's the guy I have a video of him doing that in the broad daylight on here. It's the same dude. Yep, same guy. It's the same guy. The residential neighborhood doing that shit. Douchebag. Man, we used to have like a mayor of the block. That's why it smells like weird out here, because he's burning rubber. So he must have been doing that all over the neighborhood. But nobody calls the fucking police. Nobody reports him, nothing. Even if the police don't come, you have to call them still and tell them, hey, he's popping wheelies in a residential neighborhood. Enough people call and they'll have to actually come out and do their job, whether they like it or not. I don't give a shit if the police are in on it and let them do it. I don't care. Shouldn't be doing that shit in the residential neighborhood. There's a lot of people on bikes too. They love to rev the engines and do popping wheelies and shit. I tell you, I saw a guy drinking a full bottle of beer, popping a wheelie in the street. Oh, there's a perp. Perp. Where's your handler? Yeah, he looks like Vanilla Ice. Ice, baby. Bum, 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 bum. You look like Vanilla Ice. You're too old to be wearing those clothes. You're like 50 years old wearing that shit. I think he's signaling his hand light just saw his hand go up. Tell him what I said, bitch. I tell you, they're fucking freaks. One time I was sitting out here and I just played Roadrunner sounds and car honking sounds. That was funny. Oh, that's what I did to the scam caller. I had fart sounds from YouTube, and then I had throw up noises, and then the Indian Christmas song, the Sleigh Bell Ring song, and he fucking stayed on the phone the whole song. So weird. They're weirdos. I gotta go back in and put the airbag on, take a shower. Ding 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 ding. It was very funny. So they showed how the cookies and the blue tin are made from India. And they played that song in there because they're Christmas cookies. That makes sense. But there was so gross. There was stepping in it with bare feet. And the dough was out where mice were running around on them. Flies. It was gross. They were sweating. They had no shirts on. In the factory, they were sweating all over the product. It was disgusting. So when you buy the cookies, make sure it says Dutch cookies from Denmark on the bottom of it. You can't just buy any cookies. I seen them at Walmart when I went. And then I saw them in another store, and they scratched it off where it said India. They know people don't look. My pharmacy gave me a small tin of them, and I looked on the back, and it has the Dutch. It shows all the Dutch places. It has the Dutch soldiers on it, on the tin, and then all the the Dutch windmills and stuff like that. All the pictures from Denmark, and it said on the bottom, "Made in Denmark." I'm like, good. And if you see like little specks of black in those cookies, that's the mouse droppings. That's disgusting. That song is funny. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking. My hand fell asleep. I hear something, but I don't know if the gang smoker gonna come back. I'm gonna put that bag out again with the goodies. I might put it over here. Maybe it faces the camera. I'm definitely putting the tracker in there. The ankle monitor. I cannot believe he took it off. Well, I can, but I can't believe that he didn't get in trouble for that. Like, how do they not know? Don't they know? Well, they're using the old technology. I saw somebody who had an ankle monitor on them making a TikTok. I forgot what he said on the TikTok, and they're like, "We can hear you." So they were talking to him in real time. That song is funny. I like to play with the perps every once in a while. I'll sit here and I'll make noises, like I'll do beep beep with my face, my mouth, and like weird stuff like that. Indian Christmas song, it's called, to my head now. I'm calling you home. There's a song sample from my TI friend. I downloaded it. So it's on my phone now too. So I was blasting it one day. I was out here, and there was a perp that was living across the street, but it was a kid, and he had a shirt. It was a black shirt and 3 6s in red. It looked like it was dripping blood. And he was coming out of the house same time as me. I think one of his parents went to jail for something, probably drugs. And the mother went to work, and he didn't go to school. He used to hang out with Druggy Smurf's son. And they weren't there here that long. I think 6 months they were here. So he would come out every day with the same clothes, like black shirt and red shorts with the 3 6s. And he got so mad at me for listening to that song. I don't care. So Snitch 9. He made a song like, "You're mad, I'm back, haha," whatever. It was very funny, the song. So I played that more than once, just sitting out here in the summertime. The car was not in the driveway, and I would just sit here and just play it. Yeah, they perped it out like that. I was doing that in the house. The neighbors were knocking on the walls. And this was before, nice hand out the window, perp. And he made a gesture. I'm going to give him a gesture too. Fuck you. And I had that song playing in my house as they were knocking on the walls. They stopped after a while. The house is coming along nicely. They're working in the garage. We passed by and saw it. The walls being put up and everything. I heard a helicopter while I was watching a prayer video the other day. I'm like, really? And when they do that, they mess with your Wi-Fi. So it was messing with the video, and they didn't want me to play it. It costs a lot of money for them to go up there. $10,000 every time. That's a lot. But the government has that money. They're doing stuff like that. Like, they haven't had a helicopter fly over my house in a long time. And they're doing that again, too. I'm like, whatever. I still came out of the house, so I don't know what they're thinking. That guy never took his cranberry juice back. There was cups with it. I didn't see the cups. I just saw the bottle itself. Oh, this is to put it over there. And they never took it. Like, I saw him pass by on camera. He was looking at it. Then there was a bottle of water there, too. I don't understand the camera, why I didn't pick that up. But they're doing little stuff like that, which is... They're so bored, they want me to scream at them. I don't feel like it. It's too fucking hot for that. I am not screaming at you. I don't see anybody else coming, so I'm gonna go in. I know I make my videos too long, sorry about that. But definitely look at the community section on my channel because I put a lot of information on, what the perps are doing, how the perps do stuff. I put some prayer videos on there too to help you out. I know it pisses off the perps when I put these videos on, the prayer videos. That's the whole point, them getting the demons out, It's in my head now. I was gonna share the video with the guy dressed like a goat. When you like videos, it saves it for some reason. And I could not find it. That's not a coincidence. They didn't want me to see that. But it's kind of crazy, right? Because I dreamt that I was walking towards a street and the guy just shows up dressed like a fucking devil, a goat, a red guy. And then it's real. A guy was on the train dressed like a devil. I had the same exact voice too, the same guy. So I'm like, shit, I'm glad I don't take the train. Boy, am I getting chewed up out here. They're probably angry at me because I got my legs waxed the other day. And they're going to get mad at me because I'm going to get a new dress to wear for the party I'm going to. I'm happy about that. I am happy that they're angry. This is my favorite people next door. Fucking weirdos. They're all weirdos. The one that wore the hoodie that said synchronized being. It's in my head. Yep, it is. It's the wife. When they first moved in, I have a video of them. I just came back from Dunkin'. And he was wearing a black jacket and she was wearing a red jacket. Her whole car was decked out in Hello Kitty. And I like Hello Kitty from back in the day. They used to have a cartoon. Oh, I'm getting chewed up. That's how I started liking Hello Kitty. And then I used to go to the Hello Kitty store in Times Square. That was great, that store. There was somebody dressed like Hello Kitty in the store. We took a picture with her. And they had a whole section in the Toys R Us. That was cool. That Toys R Us was cool. Are you logging? Yeah. There shouldn't be anybody down the block right now. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Usually everything slows down. There wasn't any honking today after dinner. Usually there's like 1,000 cars. Well, what happens is they're building a house down the block. It's a 4-story house for one family. I'm gonna say if it was maybe 2 families, but no, 1 family. So they don't have a backyard. Like that means they're never gonna be home. And And by the end of the day, they have all the trucks with all the equipment. So there's a lot of traffic. And they built a new building all the way down the block, a new apartment building at the same time. And then across the street from there used to be a window installation place. And they built something else. Like they tore it down and built it back up. So that's what I need to get from my above my garage, a light. I don't trust these perps at all. Wait, did you just do the cough and walk back and forth? Perp. I'll wait for him to go so I can go in. Oh, it's parked right across the street. But no, oh, he's a very juice guy. He did perp behavior not too long ago. Why would he go all the way over there just to come back over there where his car is? Perps are fucking weirdos.